early. You know, I try to get there 15 minutes early so I can have my coffee and all of that. And when I'm normally late is when I just get there on time for work. Now, yesterday I was an hour late. What's good, Yee? Top of the morning, sir. Remember, we gotta slow down for those intersections because you never know if that CRV was gonna do its thing. Same old, Yee. Chilling, man. Oh man, this is 3 in a row, man. Green light after green light. That's what I'm talking about. Peoples. I'm trying very hard to not really go between you guys like that. Pause. But some of you are just driving like assholes. Poke Speller Hot. Poke Melisma. There we go. Yo, you're hella hot. That's what I'm calling you. Fuck that. Smoke hella hot. Smoke's hella hot. Top of the morning, young lady. It is a beautiful day today. You can see that it rained overnight, but it is not raining now. Oh, and we are in dangerous territory, peoples. Smokes Hella Hot wasn't here yesterday. Smokes Hella Hot wasn't here when this particular incident took place. But there was a police's in this area that got all pissed off at me the other day for going in between the cars to get to the front of the lane. And Buddy wasn't even listening to what the hell I was saying to him. So he went around the traffic so he could cut in front, so he could be there when I got there. And I asked Buddy, do you want me to pull over? That's what I said to him. That's all I said to him. Gave him no excuse. All I said was, do you want me to pull over? His response, I don't give a fuck. You don't split lanes. I'm like, so if I take off right now, and God forbid they catch me, I wonder how that would go in court. Your Honor, I asked him if you wanted me to pull over, and he said he didn't give a fuck. So, I mean, how would you take that? Pause. How would you take that? It's crazy. Thank you, Mr. Camry, for leaving me a little space up here so it don't even look like I jumped in front. LOL, Poke, good morning. Simba! What's happening, brother? Yeah, how you gonna correct your auntie like that, man? That's dirty, bro. That is dirty. She's just over here trying to bond with you, and you correcting her spelling. What if she wanna call you something cute for sure? So Wendy could call you Yeety, but the Smoke Hella Hot can't call you Neff? Come on, son. You wailing, B. Well, my mother's son. I did some editing yesterday for the podcast. Heat wave, Simba says a heat wave, 30 degrees. Shit, it's like 30 degrees Celsius here. So, so I did some editing on the newest episode for the podcast. I'm gonna have to like really crack down when I get home tonight, though, because really you want to post it like 48 hours before you go to publish it, and 24 to 48. And, I want to drop it Sundays, and it's already Friday, so right now I gotta post it tonight. Let's see. Solaron 806 and clutch. Well, thank you, sir. Not even sure what that is, but I appreciate you. Solo Run. So yeah. So I did a little editing, and there was one point where I called pause on Cam for something, and he started like getting all like pissy about it, and then his cousin started making fun of him. Talking about, he's being all conservative right now with his suit and tie on and shit. I'm like, nah, but he's like Mano. And he didn't understand what I meant. So he's like, nah, he be on this Mano shit, but right now he acting like a conservative. I'm like, nah, you don't understand. You ain't understand that podcast where they keep pausing Mano, and he don't understand why they keep pausing it, bro. That's Cam right now. And then I cut to a clip from that podcast where Mano was like, sometimes things get so big. And then Dave East was like, pause. And they was like, oh, damn. Man, that pause shit, I quit, man. I ain't playing no more. Hey, a couple of things that we had mentioned in that video, I went through a clip. Like, he was talking about Cam at one point. This one was about politics and shit. So, Cam was talking about how different news organizations, they get these talking points from the CIA, and that's why like they all say the same thing word for word. And then people that don't know about that shit, that sounds kind of crazy. So what I did was I grabbed the clip of like 50 different news places back to back saying the same exact shit. And instead of it being like you gotta wait for each one to finish, it's like it starts with one, and then when the second one kicks in, it starts at the word that they're already up to. So by the end, all of these people saying it in unison. And a couple more. Let's mash the likes up. You know what? I like the way that you think. Smokes hella hot. So you get to be a mod now. Buddy, with your fucking blinker, bro. I bet that people don't use their fucking blinkers, but it's even worse when they do, and they don't plan on them. It's like, yo, come on, dude. I want to go around you. It's like, are you trying to scare people? Do you not want people to pass you? So you're like, fuck it, let me throw my blinker on. So everybody thinks that they pass me, it might be the last thing they ever do. You're a jerk for that, buddy. Oh, see this piece of shit right here? This white car? So, I technically still own that car in black. And it is such a piece of shit. It started breaking down on me at like 30 something, like just low 30,000 miles. I remember 35,000 miles the timing chain went. I was already having problems before that, but the fucking timing chain should not be crapping out on you. Not even the timing belt after 35,000 miles, but the timing chain, dude, that's crazy. I had injectors needed to be replaced, motor mounts, torque converter, fucking catalytic converters went on me, everything. It's just a piece of shit. Jacksonville kid. Well, clearly you're a kid because you're worrying about the wrong shit. Like I said in the stream yesterday, it used to be illegal for a slave to run away from his master. And there were people just like you at that time when people were trying to rescue runaway slaves, telling them what the statute is on how what they were doing was illegal. And this particular situation, it is very, very dangerous not to go between the cars. And there's people like you that would rather me risk my life than risk a ticket. And that's just insane. You saw that? Was that illegal, dumbass? That fucking guy that just came out, like, there was a car that stopped because the lane wasn't clear and he was gonna wait his turn to make the left. And then there was an asshole that from behind him to just jump out into the lane and make the left. So those things you're not worried about. But the things that I do to keep myself safe from those people somehow is a problem. There you go again, Jacksonville. You're projecting, Jacksonville kid. So you, in fact, sir, are the bozo talking about other people. And have no clue what you're talking about. See, I'm talking about the people that are putting my life in danger. You're complaining about the steps that I'm taking to stay safe. Sir, we are not the same. And I call you sir only because I assume you have an XY chromosome. But in no way, shape, or form will I ever respect you as a man. Just want to make sure we are clear about that, sir. See, what happens is people play with their phones when they're driving. And there are a lot of rear-end collisions. And when you're on a motorcycle, a rear-end collision isn't always something you're going to walk away from. The likelihood of one of these people sandwiching you in between one of the cars next to them is a lot less. Because no matter how dumb they are, in this traffic, they know they got a car next to them. On top of that, their mirror tells them they got a car next to them. But there's nothing telling them, hey buddy, look up from your phone for a second. There's traffic stopped ahead. Nothing tells them that, except for the collision. And your recommendation is that I subject myself to that. That I sit behind a car, so this way when another car comes to smash into him, I offer some kind of a buffer zone as to not damage the car in front of me. Yo, come on, you want to be a dick, bro? Yo, you good, man? You okay? Right on the fucking line. See, that guy was such an idiot. I didn't want to call him a dumbass. Like, I didn't want to assume someone could be that dumb. I really thought he was doing that on purpose. But then when I pulled up next to him and I saw how oblivious he was, I'm like, oh shit, nah, this guy's just an asshole. Alright, never mind. He's just clueless. See, this Camaro right here, that's a driver. That's somebody that knows what he's doing. That's someone that does not want to sit in this bullshit. You're not doing anything too reckless, but at the same time, he's not causing traffic like the rest of these people. These people that don't like me going in between them, they're the reason that this traffic exists. It doesn't have to be this way. If they would all just pay attention, and everybody would go when the light changes, everybody would go when the car in front of them goes, there wouldn't be any of this. But they don't do that. So there is. And I say this all the time. I make this comparison every time. Just like when a crab tries to get out of the barrel and the other crabs pull him back in. Not that it would affect them any if he got out. But fuck you. If I'm stuck here, so are you. That is their mindset. Lone Wolf, yeah, I said R1. Yeet. I know you're not a bike guy, but it's definitely not close, bro. That's definitely not close. That's like if I was in a Hellcat and somebody was like, "Is that a V6 Charger?" And you're like, "Nah, but close." I said I have an R3. Lone Wolf, I wanted to buy an R3 recently, man. I didn't end up getting it. I ended up doing something dumb and buying a bike in Colombia instead, and got to ride it like 3 times before I would never be able to ride that bike again. So that's cool. But I definitely want some kind of 300. I'm thinking about doing a 300 swap on my Grom, because I blew the motor on my Grom and I need to swap it out anyway. So thinking about putting a 300 swap. Tiger from Sweden. This is actually a 2021 R1. Same thing. What happened to yours, brother? I try to give motorcycles a wide berth. Like 20 feet of the stoplight. See, you don't even got to do all that, but it's nice though. We appreciate it when you do. There's a ZX6 next to me. You guys know I don't know how to act when there's other bikes around. Tight. The other one had more space, but if a bike goes through a lane before me, I like to follow him, so all the cars already know what time it is. Oh, there goes the sheriff. That shit is nice, man. I'm live on YouTube right now. It's Dooglas Antonio. AYEDOO, Dooglas Antonio. Shit. Hold on. I didn't realize I muted it by accident. Sorry about that. Thank you for whoever let me know that you couldn't hear me. Appreciate you. I had to go messing with my phone to fix it, and that other bike done took off on me. But I think I might be able to catch up to him. Yeah, there he goes. seems to have the same problem as me. It looks like his plate fell off too. That's crazy. His bikes vibrate a lot, so I guess it makes sense. What's your rush? Well, twofold. First of all, I'm going to work. Second of all, you only get one life, and I don't want to waste any of it sitting in traffic. So it's like a happy medium, I find. It's like I go just fast enough that I don't have any danger to worry about, because obviously I wouldn't want to end my life prematurely out here. And I mean, just slow enough to avoid danger, and just fast enough to not waste years of my life in traffic when you add it up every single day. So I save myself about an hour a day. That's 365 hours a year. Adds up. The other thing is, these people are really dumb. And if you're not one of them, you know that, so I don't really have to explain it to you. And the longer you spend next to any one individual, the more of a risk you take on getting hit by that one individual. So I slow up when there's no cars around, and I speed past them when there are. So this way they can't hurt me. But like I said, if you're not one of the dumbasses, you know that already. I'm just reiterating something you already know. If you're one of them, you're actually the reason I do this shit. In which case, I totally understand why you're butthurt. Because nobody wants to feel like they're not good at something. And some people alleviate that feeling by practicing and becoming good at it. Other people alleviate that feeling by hating on people that are better than them. So those people are always going to have something to say in my chat. It is what it is. You're just mad you're not a biker. Exactly, Noah, exactly. But I mean, I wouldn't even assume that. I think, look, put it this way, man. You know, without trying to get like, bragging or nothing like that. People like me. People respect me. And I'm sure he can't say the same. And I think that's what's bothering him. That's always my assumption. Come on, bro. Come on, put your phone down for just like 2 seconds, dude. Please, please, please put your fucking phone down, dickhead. Please, sir. Please, sir. Please, please, I'm begging you, bro. Begging you, put that phone down. That's what's up. It's definitely not legal where I live. John Dow, it's not legal here either. But like I say all the time, I mean, I'm put in a position where I gotta choose my safety or a ticket. And down here the cops don't really bother people too much. And I mean, if you're paying attention, you'll see the cop before they see you. Plus they're not allowed to chase. And I feel a lot more comfortable putting myself in a position to get home safely than I do putting myself in a position to not get pulled over. It's a shame that you gotta choose, but obviously that's what I choose. Now, there's people that ride way too fast between the lanes. That's kind of counterproductive. Like now you put yourself at even more risk than if you were to just sit in the traffic. That I won't do. But I go slow enough that I'm not making it unsafe for myself, but at the same time, I don't want to be a sandwich, dude. Don't want to be stuck in between two cars that smash into each other. And that happens so often around here. Lane splitting. Well, actually, People, and no offense, because you weren't that rude about it. You know, ignorant just means you don't know any better. So I'm not like making fun of you or nothing. But you know, ignorant people, they call it lane splitting. There's a difference between lane splitting and lane filtering. Lane splitting is dangerous. Lane filtering is safe. They're two different things. Detroit Fit 2019. I'm actually using the DJI Mic Mini. I like the DJI mics and the DJI cameras. I have the Mic 2, I have the Mic 3. But the Mic Mini is the only one that I have the two-piece for, because I have DJI cameras. The transmitter itself, the microphone piece, will connect to a DJI camera and give you the same audio quality as if you had a receiver plugged in. So for the Mic 2 and the Mic 3, I only got the transmitter. The Mic Mini, I have both. So that's why I use that for this, so I can plug it into my phone. If I try to use Bluetooth with this, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Big day for both of us. Have a good day at work. Thank you, sweetheart. Definitely a big day. And yeah, I don't necessarily have time to have my coffee before work, but I do have the luxury of being able to drink a coffee while I'm working. You hear that? I can't stand this guy's card reader. The approval sounds like it got denied. Can I get a bag, sir? It's like when you get you're not thinking, that means, all right, you're good. Thank you. You have a nice day, my good man. Ark is cool as shit, man. What up, Bebop? What happened, bro? K-Del D. I've been riding my entire life. I don't know what the difference between lane filtering and lane splitting. All right, so lane splitting is when the cars are moving, you're on the highway, there's no traffic, and everybody's doing 60, 70 miles an hour, and you're coming like at 100, and you just go between two cars. That's lane splitting. Lane filtering is when you are at a red light and all the cars are stopped or going really slow, and you're going just slightly faster than they are in between them. So this way you don't end up part of a rear-end collision. That's lane filtering. And I do it, I call it, first of all, I do both. I shouldn't, but I do. Second of all, I call lane filtering and lane splitting too, just because I know what people are thinking when they hear it. But there is a difference. And as far as the legality is concerned, yes, California, no, there's a few other places I believe that it's become legal, but California historically has been the only place. But that's why California has 30% less motorcycle deaths per capita than anywhere else. So the law in most places has not caught up to the safety aspect. Usually the laws are supposed to be to keep you safe. In this particular case, it just doesn't so happen to work out that way. Colorado, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know about that, bro. Well, I mean, at least you admit that you don't know about it. You could always look it up. See, it's my job to know about it. Anyway, peoples, I have arrived at work. I gotta clock in, earn my pay. But I shall return in the afternoon. In about 8 hours, peoples. That's 5:15 Eastern United States time, New York time for anybody outside the country. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. God bless. Be safe. Say what's up.
What up, yo? Fuck.
Got 365 people looking at your ugly mug right now. Look, see? Oh, they just dropped. They all ran away when they saw you. Yeah, that's crazy. It was 365 people. I showed my ugly ass friend, and that was only 180 of you. Catch you in the afternoon, peoples.
Hey, you want to cook?